hello.
Hi guys, my name is Hikaru, and this is Drifters, the campaign where we play Star Wars characters. I'm the DM. I also sometimes play Rito, the astromech.
Hi, I'm Zayo. I play Savor. Savor, our Zabrak pilot, weapon specialist, and professional coward.
Hello, I am Sho. I play Rasan, the Togrutan Slicer - former Neat.
I'm Garnbreak1. I look forward to a day when Sho starts his character intro without sighing, and I play Princess Tesavia Torktailstar, rightful heir to the throne of Lost Garden, and when I'm in character, I sound like this.
I'm Lee. I play Harani the Purple Twi'lek bodyguard, ex-bodyguard. And I always trail off because I never know what to say.
Hi, I'm Fury. I am new around here, and I am playing the freshly rescued, converted, abducted stormtrooper Lucia.
All of the above, really.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one, I guess.
All of them. All right, so you guys last we left off had attempted to use one of what's his name? Show
Yaikura.
Yaikura.
Mm-hmm.
One of Yaikura's safe houses to see what information you could get about the Eye of Palpatine. That didn't go very well because you set off a trap meant for Yaikura. Were chased through the city and managed to escape without being caught, surprising everyone. And took someone with you. You managed to escape without being followed because they were looking for the Crimson Phoenix, and you guys were on the
Fire spray.
on the fire spray, which you guys really need to name at some point. And yeah, you're somewhere in hot space, not too far off from the planet where your secret base is. I don't know where you guys are headed, but you have about 2 to 2.5 weeks before the deadline comes up and Tessa's planet goes boom.
Which is a bad thing we want to avoid.
Yes.
In general, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I vote we name our ship the Fire Spray.
I second.
I mean, that would be hilarious.
Not getting a vote here. I'm just gonna shake my head in the corner.
That's an appropriate reaction to most of our bullshit, honestly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna abstain from voting.
Okay, I guess it's the fire spray.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Ship named, business sorted.
Okay, so
Dick out.
I
And
don't.
forcibly ejected from the Empire.
Wait, what?
Oh god.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm a mean.
We got away. I don't know where we're heading at this point. We kind of just left.
Yeah.
Considering we have this person that Tess picked up because she keeps doing this goddamn it, Tess. I vote not going to the two places we normally stay at until we can trust this person.
Yeah,
I
but
concur.
I concur as well, but the question is where.
That's a good
We
question.
don't have many other places we can go aside from the two places we don't want to take her.
Well, we were in hut space previously, right?
We
Yes,
are
we
still
were.
in hut space.
We are still in hot space.
There's plenty of are we doing this in character or out of character?
I mean, the thing is, we would have decided where the fuck to go before.
That's true. Okay, so I don't have to limit
Would
myself
I
to
have
what...
been present for this? Probably not. Never mind.
Probably not.
This is probably the discussion we had while we were waiting to actually be able to run away.
I mean, if you guys want to have that discussion, by all means, go for it.
It's less work Karu has to do.
I'm just wondering if I should limit myself to knowledge Tess has, or...
Yeah.
There's Toydaria.
Honestly, I say out of character just because you might think of stuff that Savor or Rasan should know that at least me being not very knowledgeable in Star Wars shit.
Yeah.
True enough.
Well, there's Toydaria close enough.
And Harani knows hut space, so she'd know that.
Yeah.
To
Got
be honest,
Toydarians.
Rasan also knows hot space.
I'm just wondering where the fuck we can land for a while, figure out what to do, and again, decide if this person is trustworthy or if we should just space them.
Oh, geez.
Spacing.
Rude. Save
Don't
that
think-
conversation for, you know.
I think we're supposed to space people.
No.
I think it's generally bad.
We tie them up and leave them somewhere. No spacing.
We have done that before.
I mean, it would be an easy thing to do, anyways.
Well, so are we going to Toydaria and just like laying low for a while?
And then blow them up.
I was trying to avoid that. Thank you very much.
You blew them up, though.
Yeah, but that was because I forgot. Okay.
You still blew them up.
Oh, grow up.
Just
I mean,
looking up various
she's older
planet
than
names.
you.
Yeah, age has nothing to do with growing up.
Yeah, that's why Tess is treated as a lot older than Rasan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, if no one has any objections or can think of any reason why we shouldn't go there in this era, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Does anybody know a place we can go on Toydaria? Like, has anybody been there before?
Do we have to roll a check for that?
I mean, Savor's worked in Headspace a lot. Yeah, Karu would she
Um,
have had a
I think both of you have probably been to Toydaria, maybe on a no. Oh no.
Oh no.
What?
What did you do?
It's too late.
Did
What
you drop
happened?
a piece of chicken and the cat got it?
No. I had given the cat a piece of chicken in his box, and he decided to grab it from the box and take it onto the car.
Of course.
Oh well. Anyways, on a mission or on a business, etc. Toydaria, if I'm not mistaken, has probably has something related to weapons. I mean, aren't Toydaria? Am I just stereotyping, or aren't Toydarians really good at selling junk?
They're really good at selling junk.
But you're also probably stereotyping.
Yeah, I mean, in general, that is what a stereotype is.
Oh. Yeesh.
Yeah. it's
So
like
yeah,
flat out.
lots of black market, and I mean it's probably also a pretty good place if you were to, I don't know, say you were an info-chant looking for information on something or other. Toydaria might be a good
Huh,
idea because
Actually,
there would be a lot of people going in and out.
yeah.
Because again,
okay.
But
There
are
might
we
even be-
familiar with a safe place on Toydaria to land?
Toydaria is hut space. In general, there's not much Imperial presence, I think. I'm not looking at the Toydarian wiki right now, so I may
It's-
be mistaken.
Forests and swamps.
Mm.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, it's safe as anything in hut space can be. Just don't get abducted and put into space
Slavery.
bikini.
Ideally, no chainmail bikinis.
I don't know, man. You've got a really pretty purple Twi'lek and a redhead. Do you know how rare it is to find redheads in
Yeah,
Star Wars universe?
There's like 3 of them in the galaxy.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
sure
half the female
any
population.
hut would love to have you two on his chains.
I mean, especially now since they got rid of Mara Jade.
It's amazing that I don't get asked
We don't-
asked if I'm related to Mon Mothma all the time.
Okay, so Toydaria it is. We'll go there, lay low for a while, figure out shit. Hopefully gather some more information without Rasan setting off another trap.
Oh, shut up.
What you did?
Yeah, and you got kidnapped by a spurned lover.
Huh?
The important thing is that we're all okay.
I don't think he was her lover.
What? You think? Oh god, that's disgusting on
Marty
so many
walked
levels.
away.
Ugh. Oh
Mission
god,
accomplished.
that is so gross on so many levels and
Mission accomplished.
oh. that's just wrong.
By the way, Karu, did we tweet the stream?
No, we didn't because I had
Oops.
too much going on.
Oh,
Okay, so we're going there. Once we're on the way there, where the fuck is the newest possible recruit that Tess has somehow?
Probably the
Stuck in a
brig.
corner, bouncing a rock against the wall.
I mean, it is a fire spray. It probably has a brig.
I mean, yes, that's where we're putting her until we can trust her. Also, Tess, how do you keep doing this?
I'm very convincing.
And she usually does it in the heat of combat that's about to go tits up.
How do you keep doing this?
See above.
We have a noble message of peace to spread through the galaxy. It's convincing.
she wants to
Right.
give me an ulcer.
Yes, that too.
That's just a happy accident.
You realize at some point, Tess, this is gonna kick you, and this is gonna fuck us up.
That can be said about pretty much everything we do.
Yes, that is true. I'm just pointing out this is going to someday just bite us in the ass. Hopefully not now.
Remember that time one of us was like, "Hey, we should go check the safe houses of a like highly wanted criminal."
You remember the time when somebody thought it was going to be a good idea to threaten to blow themselves up and then get their arm shot off instead?
And Tess just like waggles her robotic hand, and you can hear the gears whirring in it.
Oh,
and
up in the
one
end.
time, I almost got, the ship almost completely destroyed. So we've all done dumb shit. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think in
yeah.
the middle of this conversation, Lucia's just gonna shove in the brig, and I got stuck with a bunch of frickin' rebels.
That's
could
not as
space
uncommon as you
you.
think.
Oh, you're agreeing with the spacing option now?
No.
it's
No.
she's whispering, "It's a threat. It's a threat. Damn it."
Yeah,
Speaking
and
of-
this is also a threat.
Not hearing that, Lucia's also just gonna shout out, just fucking space me already. I know it's what's coming.
Arkin.
Why did you decide to follow us then?
Well, because it was either get spaced or watch my whole family get killed and get tortured first.
Okay, why'd you join, the Empire in the first place then if you knew that shit would happen?
They had food.
Good point.
They don't
Grange didn't?
exactly. They don't exactly include that in the brochure.
For sure.
For sure.
Roger.
Is that the space version of brochure?
Yes. Shut up.
Base-ish.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm really.
Oh, I'm not even trying not to laugh.
It's
That
not
was
nice,
adorable.
guys.
It's fun to tease her.
It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, a Star Destroyer shows up.
Hey, I was trying to be nice.
Star Destroyers fall, everybody dies. Tess is going to
Munchkin now.
head over to the brig and I think that's okay. Tess is going to head over to the brig and talk to the new recruit.
Yeah, Harani's gonna follow because she knows what it's like to be like super hungry when you're a kid, and so.
So yeah, she's just got her arms around her knees, sitting against a wall, bouncing a stone off of it.
But of
It's
that,
probably really annoying.
Tess is going to open the door and go in.
Don't open, Tess. Ugh.
You really can't stop her, you know that.
Doesn't make eye contact, keeps throwing the rock. So is this the part where I go into space?
I mean,
Only if you
No.
try and kill her.
we're in space right now. Oh,
No.
oh, the airlock. That's what you mean. Okay.
Lucia's just gonna stop bouncing the rock and look at you like, well, like you just said that.
No,
Yeah.
hi. I'm sure you're aware, but I'm Tessavia. What's your name?
Lucia just looks at you for a second and sort of fiddles with her dog tags. She's kind of she's deciding whether or not she's going to give you name, rank, and serial number, or actually answer the question. Just fuck it. I'm Lucia. you're the criminal. You're the fucking mass murderer.
Not a
Oh,
mass
is that what
murderer.
they say about her?
That's a new one, yeah.
Huh. But that.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. Continues throwing the rock against the wall.
Can you stop that? That is really annoying.
Also, it could damage something.
Yeah, exactly. Please stop. That's
All right, fine. Just and again, it's like what? It's like a quarter-inch pebble, but just drops on the ground. All right.
By the way, what does Lucia look like? Could we have like a character
Oh,
description?
yeah. She's. One second. I wrote this down because I'm smart and would have gotten it wrong if I didn't. She has very short, like professional military cut regulation brown hair, stone straight, pretty tan skin, blue eyes, and her features are very angled and slightly emaciated. Her uniform is slightly oversized, and she's got kind of a permanent scowl.
She'll fit right in.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure most of us have that.
I guess you're not armed. You can come outside. Just don't lunge at the kid, or I might have to shoot you.
Either
I
of the
figured.
kids.
Figure it's gonna happen anyway.
Are
Poor
you
kids.
always this depressed?
Well, let's see. Let's go back a little bit. So, first, the CIS decides that maybe my continental plate is better as glass. Then the Empire says maybe I got food. Then here I am, 7 years later. You know what they fucking make us do in the Empire? It's not a good job, and there's not a lot of food. And now I'm about to get thrown into space. So, you know,
Only if you
just
try
my
to
luck, I
protect the
guess.
princess or any
Yeah.
of the other kids.
She raised her eyebrow. Really? Not just kind of when we get wherever we're going?
Yep.
I mean, we
Mhm.
might tie you up and leave you somewhere, but we won't space you.
So much better.
We'll give you, like, loose enough that you can escape. Probably. I know what I'm doing.
Do you
Yeah.
really?
I'd like to ask where you got all that talent with rope.
It's not a talent with
Wow,
rope.
she's
it's
turning
a talent.
more red than purple.
Huh. All right.
Smooth moves.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a good point.
Lucia just shrugs. She doesn't even stand up. She's actually just still just leaning against the wall.
Harani will hold out a hand just to give her a hand up if she wants.
Looks up at you. Looks back at the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward and just like take out a ration bar. Not the best, but no, I don't.
She looks hungry.
And I mean, she has emphasized,
Of course,
hey,
I'm hungry too.
food.
So here.
Just gonna just snatch the ration bar out of your hand, still not make eye contact. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. I wouldn't suggest it though.
Oh God, no.
They don't take kindly to failure at all.
They'd fucking kill you.
Yeah, I know. They had us do it.
Not surprising.
Yeah, not so much. Not a great gig. I've been part of enough of them. She looks the ration bar. Fuck it, I guess you guys aren't. You guys didn't shoot me on sight or torture me, so fuck it. Stands up. Where to, boss?
Yeah, you have the Jedi with you.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said kids. There's 4 kids on this ship right
Yeah,
now.
but all 4 of those kids could probably beat the crap out of her.
Yeah.
Sam not as much.
Gabby is in critical condition.
Oh, right. Excuse me. And then Rasan's gonna turn and kind of walk over to Gabby to.
I kind
try
of
to
figured he
help
would have
her.
already done that, but okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
before
not
we were
that-
talking.
yeah.
I mean,
figured
Tess
that
already
he
set
had
the
He
arm.
had been before, but I guess he's going back to check on her again.
Yeah, it's gonna take her a while. She was down to 0 hit points, so she was critically wounded.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like she's gonna die or anything because you guys have stabilized her, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to ask: were you driving that ATST, or was Tess?
Flinch from over where Rasan is.
I'm a gunner.
Okay, I wanted to know if you were like the worst pilot in existence from the Empire or not. Okay, we're good now.
I mean, it's statistically unlikely that there were 2 people in the same walker that were that bad at piloting.
Well, we didn't
To be
actually
fair,
see
I
the
am
other
worse.
one pilot. Okay,
Oh god.
note itself, you are not a good pilot.
Yes.
They didn't train us to drive. I'm a mechanic and gunner.
Okay.
Well, another person we have to keep away from anything that moves.
I mean, I haven't seen her drive anything yet, so I don't know if she's on the same level as Tess Bad, but we'll see at some point.
Oh
You've
god,
crashed
no.
it into a tree.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't explode, Tess.
I mean, she has a point there. You kind of nearly totaled this speeder once.
Yeah, but I was trying to kill someone with it at the time, so I wasn't trying to keep it intact.
Do you know
Somehow
how
that's
long it
worse.
took to fix that thing?
Yes, but I was helping you win.
Yeah. It's a clusterfuck if we don't know what we're doing.
So these are the great, terrible vagabonds that we have to defend the Empire against. Amazing.
God, that's what they're telling you about us. That is hilarious.
Oh man.
Okay, I have to ask, what did they say about Tess?
It depends on who's asking. The wanted posters just say extreme prejudice, something something artillery strike, something something grid square. The scuttlebutt is scuttlebutt. Everyone has a different story.
I guess it also depends on how much interaction they've had with Tess.
Well, I mean, everyone has a different story. Every new posting has a story about the Jedi who murders you in your sleep, or the Jedi who's responsible for sabotaging the water coolers, and it's
Oh god, it's worse. You get next to her and then you're like, you used to have a job and you used to be normal, and now you're just ruined.
Tess
for life.
ruins everyone's lives. Like, you throw a rock at anyone Tess has interacted with, and their life got fucked up in some way.
Didn't you?
I
Didn't you
said-
guys?
I'm being honest.
at New Recruit, Lucius just, hey, I signed up for one contract without looking at it first. I'm not doing it a second time.
At least we're showing her what she's getting into if she decides to work with us.
Didn't you guys tell me about that one bodyguard that she like ruined his bodyguard career?
No, that was a
That was a-
Mando.
And actually, we didn't ruin his bodyguard
Oh,
career. We ruined
Not
his
bodyguard, I meant
bounty hunter.
bounty hunter career.
Kind of.
Oh my god,
maybe
that
a
one's
little.
true?
Oh man.
Yeah, some guy named Vogue.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, they actually know about. Yeah, that one's true.
I'm all ears, I guess. Got nowhere better to be. Lucia just like shakes her head and look at looks at the floor. It's like, yeah, I know how that one goes. Haven't had the misfortune. Met a few people who claim to have met one.
Good. Don't.
Again, everyone's got different ones.
And terrifying. Terrifying. I thought that the ship was
You left
small
the
enough.
room.
I thought the ship was small enough that you could still. All right.
Yeah, fuck
whatever.
you.
Yeah, how big is this thing? Yeah, no, I'm trying to get. Never mind. Regardless.
I think it's actually a different level.
It is. It's the only ship I know.
Hmm. Lucius shrugs. Republic got me invaded. The Empire kicked him out. I don't know.
Tess, the Empire wasn't a whole lot better, at least in the Outer Rims.
She sort of points to her uniform. No shit.
You mean the Republic?
Republic, sorry.
Oh, maybe. Never mind then.
Shit. Sorry. Block.
Well, that dialogue didn't happen. Yeah, well. Doesn't everyone?
And then her comm goes off.
It better not.
How
All right, we're good. We're good.
Savor, you made the news again!
She wouldn't call on this ship. She might be calling the Phoenix.
By the way, earlier I totally wanted to point out the fact that spacing someone, she totally got that from her mom.
Oh my god.
I mean, yes.
Have you spaced the princess yet?
But at the comment, we want to make the galaxy a better place, Harani's like, I just want to be a bodyguard, and I don't have anyone to bodyguard but her, and she points at Tess.
It's a full-time job.
I used to be a bodyguard, and now I just have to keep you alive.
I had a very good business running before you fucked shit up. Well, it wasn't just you, but anyways. Again, she's getting an honest view of how shit's gonna be around here. At least we're not bullshitting her.
mean,
Well,
we give her
all the
water.
same, I'll take whatever this is to being dumped on some planet. Gee, thanks.
Oh my god, what class are you?
Hmm?
Uh, what class are you? Out of character.
They hadn't fully worked it out, but I'm pretty sure I'm a soldier with a dip in scout.
Sweet soldier. Sorry.
Karu,
Mm.
more paranoid. Anyways, can she try force perception to see if, basically insight, see if she should even believe Lucia at this point?
Believe her on what exactly?
If she honestly is not gonna fuck us over in some way, use us to, I don't know how to word this. It's just Savor wants to see how trustworthy she seems at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think that Lucia would deny it if you asked.
Fair enough. Okay. True enough.
I kind of miss Elric.
He's working.
He gave me extra attacks.
Yeah, I don't think you need a roll to like she seems honest enough and like you've heard stories about like imperial recruits and stuff and it kind of checks out. She might be overacting, but cautiously optimistic about it. But yeah, like
Okay.
I mean, Harani will keep an eye on her like she kept an eye on Elric.
Yeah.
to be fair, you're probably pretty aware of the fact that she's basically trying to survive and will do whatever that takes. At the moment of the fight, that meant following you guys. You don't know what's gonna happen next time.
Okay, sounds good. No. Absolutely not.
We lost
Gee,
Leah.
Billy, how come Mom lets
We lost Leah in roll 20.
What shit? Oh,
Uh-oh.
am
Oh
I back?
shit.
Am I back?
Tapped out.
Yeah, you're back. You're back now.
Zio? Did
Hmm?
you turn off the oven?
Yes.
Okay. It's hot. Alright, well alright, yeah, I was gonna say if you you can reach Toydaria whenever you want.
Okay, so
We didn't even actually have to go into hyperdrive.
we get there.
Toydaria is still in hut space.
Still between star
It's still
systems.
it's still a star system show.
Oh.
Each
never
one of
mind.
those stars is a star system, it's not a planet. Toydaria is just the main planet in the star system.
Okay.
It probably still took you a couple of hours at the very least to get through hut space. So yeah, you had more than enough time to talk out whatever you wanted, and then probably some awkward silences too.
Yeah, the entire time, by the way, she was trying to sit as far away from everyone as possible and not face anyone. Oh my god. Yeah, she was not cool with that. She's trying to bundle herself up and stay as far away from, just keep as much space between her and people as possible.
Savor probably went back to the front of the ship. She figured leave Tess alone for a while. Maybe she could get this person to maybe open up a little more, or just be creeped out the whole time. Yeah, it was basically one of the two.
probably the sitting down. Let's be
Yeah.
real. Yeah, either way, if you sat down next to her, she'd just like scoot a little and put like a little comfortable distance between you guys, perhaps a little bit more than you're used to.
She has some training in it.
She has better people skills than most of this group, so.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Ooh.
Ouch.
I mean, potatoes
Gross.
are pretty important.
At least people are, yeah, at least some people are really happy to see a potato.
I don't know. I think Leela would be happy to see some.
Toydaria, a foggy atmosphere, a very green planet, temperate climate, lots of forests and swamps and forests. This basically looks like someone grabbed planet Earth and put a green filter on it. Wow. Is that Australia? Anyways,
No, it is not.
Please no.
That's
No.
probably the most dangerous part of the planet.
only if you do the voices for the NPCs. Isn't that basically what a Toydarian is?
No. Toydaries are not kangaroos. Anyway,
No, they look like
Flying aardvarks.
yep.
flying aardvarks.
That's much more accurate.
All right. Well, some of you know what to expect. This is probably the dirtiest, mangiest, most lax spaceport you guys have ever landed in. There is absolutely no fucking Imperial presence here because who would care about that swamp place? Everything is dirty. You guys probably look clean, even though you ran away from a dogfight. Not a dogfight, a fight a couple hours ago.
Lucia's probably a little covered in grease and stuff, but
I don't know if they're letting you off the ship, but
fair enough.
We're keeping her close.
things here are not just covered in grease. They're covered in muck and grease and swamp water and moss and bugs. Probably lots of bugs.
Excellent.
Okay.
Some of them are very large.
Sephira's gonna pull Rasan into a place she knows our new addition isn't going to be able to hear. Okay, couple things. One, maybe contact Balance Sheet, see if he can look up some stuff on the eye.
Okay.
Having someone else look that's in a very, very different location might be a bit safer than us trying to ping that information again while still in half space.
True.
Second of all, if we are going to fight this thing, we need to find more ships to fight. We have more pilots than ships, and that's not us. This is probably a good place to look up information of where we might be able to find some, at least locate them.
Okay.
You're better at finding information than I am.
Yep. All right. Well, we're not. I'd like to say we're not in a rush, but
We're in a rush. We have a time crunch.
I can take a day and do it properly, so that I don't have any back doors or anything that can be, traced. That might have been the biggest thing about.
Alright, so either we attempt to raid an Imperial factory and then get shot to death by stormtroopers who are laying for us and wait, or we try to steal ships from the Black Sun and then get shot by stormtroopers who are laying for us and wait.
Yeah, kind of.
I'd rather deal with the Empire than the Black Sun right now.
Agreed.
What, you don't want to buy them?
With what money?
It's like 65,000 for
Yeah.
a used
Oh
ship.
god.
Yeah,
no.
no.
65,000.
60,000 for a Y-wing.
We could
Okay,
also
I could
try-
afford one.
We could
Oh,
also
hey, look, the
try-
TIE fighters are less expensive. Those are just 25,000.
we
I could
also
nearly
try-
afford 4.
Oh my god.
Good luck buying a TIE fighter, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want a TIE fighter so bad.
You know, we could also try getting into contact with my uncle to see if he.
Where do you think I got this money?
Yeah, that's where that's coming from.
Good idea, but
That's discretionary spending that Tess has been given from the your senatorial contact.
Well, that's annoying.
They can't, a senator can't be
Oh, I'm
seen
aware.
billing
I'm
starfighters.
But that's really not enough to. Well, whatever. I'll see what I can come up with. And then,
and they can only funnel so much off.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
But if you can find any information, you never know. You might just. You're good at this shit. You might get lucky. Just don't fuck it up this time.
Like I said, that's why I'm gonna take my time and do things properly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I know where I'm gonna be for a while, and then I'm gonna kind of walk towards the ship's computers.
Okay. So what are the rest of you guys doing?
That's a good question.
I'm probably just following Tess because she seems the person least likely to kill me at the moment.
Wow.
I'm following Lucia because I'm keeping an eye on her the same way I did with Elric.
I mean, I'm gonna point out, Joe, she has a point.
Yeah,
I'm
Tess.
more likely to kill her than Tess.
Wait, actually, well, I mean, Tess is the person who bandaged my wounds, and I have not forgotten that. And also the person who saved me from falling, and I've not forgotten that either.
Well,
She's also
tried.
the person who stabbed through your walker, killed your driver, and took over.
Yeah, but not me, and gave me the chance to live after that.
I guess.
I mean, Harani is not going to threaten Lucia anyway. She's just keeping an eye on her from a distance.
I think saying that the one person that the Empire has deemed the VIP most wanted terrorist at the moment is the person least likely to kill you is a pretty good indication of how the rest are gonna be.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
Okay.
mostly Savor's just a shit talker.
Mhm.
Tess is the one who seems the most stable.
There you
is true.
go.
Hey,
Tess isn't gonna do it out of nowhere. Like, you just described that you were kind of stalking her. Like, probably
no,
not
I'm
very. Okay.
keeping an eye on her, but I'm also
Yeah.
have to follow Tess anyway.
From 20 feet behind in the crowd, hiding around corners.
No, I'm following Tess. Like I'm pretty much right next to Tess because if I
Okay.
keep 20 feet behind Tess, you're gonna die.
I would just like to say, if we are getting off the ship, you might want to ditch the stormtrooper outfit.
Right.
For
Tess,
what?
Tess is going to leave Harani and Lucia aboard the ship and go find clothes for Lucia.
Wait, how big is Lucia?
She's,
Never tight for a
Oh, man.
stormtrooper.
she's. Oh my, right, she's armor. She's tiny. She's like 5'4".
Oh my god.
I mean, if she's not like,
Wait,
I
is
mean, she could probably wear her Ronnie's like same kind of clothes, right? They're
She's
not.
5'4" and underfed.
Tess, do you have any, second pair of clothes?
He really doesn't.
And
I mean, if you rip off the Imperial symbols and ditch the helmet, it's just a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
But it's
So-
probably a very distinctive jumpsuit.
Yep.
It's
Don't we
it's
have like another flight suit or something that we?
It's
stashed
an
over
armor
here somewhere?
jumpsuit. It's
Probably on the Phoenix, but I
Vaguely
don't think on the
distinctive.
Fire
Whoops.
Spray.
I mean, it's military standard issue. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be recognizable to people who know. to people who don't know, probably be mistakable for a flight suit or a mechanic suit. But
I mean, if you put something on top of that, maybe.
Mhm.
oh yeah, or covered it with enough grease.
Tuidaria is on the edge of hut space, so I will say, like, there, you may not be the first,
Deserter.
Defector.
deserter, defector to show up, but you don't want to
Yeah,
parade the fact that that's what you are.
yeah. No,
Uh,
that's
Savor would probably have a second set of clothes because it's Savor, but they're not gonna fit you.
Seriously, Tessa's just gonna go buy some clothes.
Yeah,
Okay.
let her do it.
okay.
I mean, that's not going to cost you much. Let's say 20 credits for a whole.
I want them to be decent clothes.
All right, 50 credits.
Okay.
You now have a set of typical smuggler clothing
All right.
and a cat. Kitten.
The kittens aren't with us.
Yeah, not this time.
Their
Yeah,
home is on
so
Phoenix.
there's a lot of shopping that could be done here. So it's pretty easy for Tess to do her shopping. I'm assuming because what you guys were doing that Tess is not wearing her distinctive yellow jacket,
Yeah.
red jacket.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's probably wearing the brown one that she had before the
Yeah.
wardrobe change. So yeah, that goes well enough. So
Mhm.
while everyone's out doing some general shopping,
Yes,
what are you doing?
I'm contacting balance sheet and then looking up information on where we can find us some star ships.
Okay. Balance sheet probably give you a way to contact him.
Mhm.
Takes about half an hour for him to contact you back.
Mhm.
As he secures the channel and
Yep.
makes sure that no one can eavesdrop on the conversation,
Yeah.
and finally shows up on your side.
Awesome.
Hello, Rasan.
Hi.
Still alive?
Yeah, you don't have to sound so surprised about it.
Well, you did set off that trap.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't very smart.
I suppose not. Don't rub it in.
Yaikura must be laughing.
Oh, he probably is. He likely has a couple abandoned ones that he never uses anymore because he realizes that they were trapped.
Most likely.
Ugh. Stupid old geezer.
I'm assuming you want me to do what you failed to do.
It would be nice, considering that it's still kind of a hotspot here.
And what is it that you were trying to do?
Don't suppose you'd have heard of the Eye of Palpatine.
I'm an infochant.
Yeah, I know. Just on the off chance that you buried yourself under a rock or something with no access to the HoloNet.
As much as Vogue would like that, I need the HoloNet for my business.
Yeah. But yeah, I need as much information on that as possible. Potential weaknesses.
None.
There has to be weakness on something that big, aside from its speed or lack thereof.
It is a very slow ship, but getting close to it would be a problem. It has enough firepower to shoot anything out.
Yeah. We need a way to... What about its itinerary? Specs in general? Maybe we can find something.
I can get you an itinerary. I can tell you where it's going to be and when. As far as
Awesome.
specs go, you would probably have to raid the Imperial Archives for that information.
Joy. That's kind of what I expected. Great.
What was the name of
Awesome.
the planet again?
Which one?
Not happening.
The one from
No! No.
Rogue
No,
One.
no,
Oh.
no,
Nope,
no,
nope,
no.
nope, 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 nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm in.
What's
Yeah,
the
look-
name?
Oh God.
Starts with an S.
Does
Hold
it?
on. Wikipedia.
I don't think
Oh.
it starts with an S.
One.
Scarif.
Scarif.
Yeah.
It does start with an S. All right.
Oh, Jesus, no.
I hear Scarif is lovely this time of year.
Oh.
I believe the appropriate
you-
response is, where the fuck is Scarif? Sorry, where the Kark. Where the Kark is Scarif, Sleema.
See, I'd like to. I'd like
I mean,
to
at,
think.
at the very least, you know, Scarif is. I mean, it's an Imperial Archive world, so
Yeah.
it's pretty deep in the whole.
Yeah, we are definitely not equipped to make that run.
Well, if you keep recruiting stormtroopers, you might have enough armor to infiltrate the place.
Do you really think that kind of armor would fit on most of us?
Guys?
Huh? What?
Oh, sorry, I lost audio for a second. I'm fine.
Besides, we might be recruiting them. Doesn't mean that we can trust them all. At least not that far.
Hey, Scarif isn't too far from you guys, I think.
Hmm.
Hell
Still,
yeah.
that's- Man.
You are. Where the fuck is S? Oh, that's S. S. T. Are you kidding me?
SC.
15. Yeah, it's to the south of Hut Space. Wait,
Well,
it's
that
in
aside-
Hut Space? No, it's not in Hut Space.
I
It
was
is
gonna
in Hut
say,
Space.
it is? What? How
The
did
grid
they get
coordinates say S15.
But how did
And
they...
if I'm looking at this map correctly, that is in Hut Space. QRS. Yeah, like right below where it says Nalhada.
Huh. Well, that is disturbing.
I mean, where better to hide your secret information than where nobody's gonna fucking look for it?
I guess.
They probably
Yeah,
paid off the Black Sun to avoid it.
No
I guess
wonder
we still need to
it's-
run supplies in there.
No
Yeah.
wonder it's oceans and tropical. Like a lot of Hut Space seems to be tropical because there's a lot of suns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's right near the equator, right?
I'm talking about there seems to be a lot of suns in the Hut Space
Yeah.
systems, which is why there's so much tropical and or desert planets. Which is why the Huts like it there. But yeah. So back to our conversation. Yeah. That's
That's about it on
yeah.
how we could get the schematics. Well,
I think your best bet, if not, would be making sure that they are otherwise occupied shooting something else while you get on board.
which means that we'd need to get other ships or other targets in general. Brings me to something that I was going to do that I wouldn't mind an extra set of appendages looking into. We have
Ha.
more pilots currently than ships, and we are going to need ships. that we-
Starships?
Yep,
Those are expensive.
I know they are.
Do you have the money?
currently enough for probably one, maybe two, depending. But we've got to figure that out.
Then you may want to try salvaging some from perhaps the Clone Wars.
Oh. Hmm. That would be a good point. There were a lot of them that were junked, or just even left on whatever worlds they. Good thought.
It's my job.
Yeah. Now I'm apparently getting rusty. All
I
this
can
running
give you some
around.
information, but it's going to cost you.
How much?
10,000 credits.
Excuse me? What? I'm actually gonna pause for a second and be like, let me think on it. I've got to talk to the person who has the purse, so to speak.
Well, you know how do you reach me,
I do.
and you know my information is good.
Oh, I do, otherwise I wouldn't bother. And then just keep an ear open if there's anything of interest involving the Empire in general. Or anything
Oh,
that
I
pops
have
up
a
with it.
wide web already, and it is widening every day.
Yes, I'm aware. I will contact you again once I get the approval or not, and perhaps we can work out a deal.
Good luck. Try not to get killed.
I've had a bit more luck at that this far, so I'll try my very best.
It is so fun seeing what shows up around you.
Yeah, it's never boring, that's for sure. Alright, and then I'm gonna end the transmission.
Okay.
I love that little spider.
Yep.
I do too. He's a little snarky asshole, but
So,
He's smart
So-
enough he's allowed to be a little snarky asshole.
so did you ask him what kind of information, or did he just tell you information?
He
information.
didn't ask.
I
Nice.
didn't ask.
Nice.
I want to see what I've got first before I actually go and do it.
Oh, okay, but even just like, is it a place I could steal starfighters? Is it a place I could buy cheap ones? Or I guess it was
You would
salvage.
not
It was
part-
salvage, right?
You would not part with
He
that.
did mention salvage, yes.
Okay, okay, we're good.
And
We're
he
good.
And he would not part with too much detailed information without getting some upfront anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, please. He'd want to bait the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but he that's basically why he asked how much money do you have, and he's like, oh, so you don't have money to buy, well, then you're probably gonna have to salvage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Are we going to a junk world, Karu?
What? No,
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to pay 10K first.
Yeah.
True.
Well, I'm going to look for the person who has the coins to our purse, so to speak, or the purse,
The coins to our purse.
the strings to our purse. Pardon
Yes,
me.
the famous idiom, the coins to our purse.
Sucks.
I'd rather not.
I mean, you did say we're going to fuck, so.
We're gonna fuck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hunt out Tess then.
I'm sure she's not hard to find.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, you know what? The coordinates may be a bit wrong on the map because it did say it was Arcanus sector, and I just noticed that Arcanus sector is down by Tatooine, which would make more sense.
It always comes down to Tatooine.
Of course it does. Ugh. Oh man.
It just didn't make sense for it to be in hot space.
Anyway,
Yep. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so you're going to you find Tess eventually, probably at a cantina,
Mm-hmm.
music playing in the background.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
I flop down next to her graciously.
Hey, Rasan, how's it going? You solving all our
Ah.
problems?
It's gonna be a lot trickier than I wanted it to be.
Are stormtroopers coming
I-
to kill us again?
No, shut up.
Good.
I mean, if we wanted to get information on that, we'd probably have to deal with a lot of stormtroopers just in general, because, you know, that information's not going to be easy to get to. But our other problem can be saved with a bit of a salvage run.
Oh yeah? You have a place?
Yeah. Potentially. But I'm going to need a bit of credits to get
How
exact
much?
information. 10K. This
That's a lot.
technically is, yes, it is, but it's still a whole lot less than a starship would cost. And this is in response to that issue.
You think we could get out with 5K in a favor?
Probably
Okay.
not. This-
5 gold in a party. I got.
I love you, Carm.
Especially considering that we're on a bit of a time crunch.
Do you think it'll be worth it?
If we can get a couple ships flight ready, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
this is going to transfer him exactly 10,000 credits.
That's fine.
Although it is really tempting to give him an extra, like, 10 and say, go buy yourself something nice at the drugstore.
Aww.
Please do that.
No. I don't think anybody wants anything from a drugstore on fucking Toydaria.
Yeah, no.
We don't need Rasan addicted to spice.
Please, I grew up on Nar Shaddaa. There's no way I'd go near spice. I know better. Mostly.
Yeah, okay, but... Anyway, yes. It required money.
Cool. I'm gonna go back and get back into contact with balance sheet again.
I have to go ask my wife if it's okay to spend this much money.
Oh, shut
You're awesome, Garm.
By the way, even if he had it, he wouldn't be putting out his own money for that. That's what we have our funding for.
Yup.
Sure. All right. You contact him.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna require a check, Zoo. You
Figure.
contact him. He's expecting your call this time, so
Yep.
he answers pretty quickly.
Cool. Alright, I got approval. So what you got?
A rumor.
A rumor? 10K for a rumor, and I just got off of roll 20.
He doesn't say anything until you transfer him the credits, by the way, but yes. There was a ship, a Venator class, back
Oh.
during the end of the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, something happened aboard the ship.
What kind of something?
Something relating to a biological weapon created by the CIS.
A biological weapon.
Yes.
That does not sound promising, particularly for 10k credits. What?
The ship is rumored to have been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Official
Where?
records say that it exploded and that there is nothing left of it. However, my sources say that it is still there, at least mostly intact, including the Jedi starfighters on it.
Are you serious, Karu?
Are you fucking serious, Karu?
Are
No
you
way,
serious?
That is the most excitement Harani is gonna ever have hearing the word Jedi.
So. All
I
right.
can give you the coordinates. It is an asteroid field. It is very difficult to traverse.
Okay.
But within that asteroid field, you may find quite what you're looking for.
The coordinates, please.
He sends you the coordinates.
Awesome. Is there anything else I need to know about? Like, is that biological weapon still in effect? Or what was it? So we could prepare for a potential eventuality?
There is very little information. However, I do know one thing. You can kill it with fire.
Good.
Oh my god, Karu, are you serious? Oh my god, it is!
Can we go on break? Because that was just.
I guess that's where we'll go on break.
Oh my god! What are you reacting for? You weren't even there, show!
I'm reacting for a completely different reason, I think.
Alright, I muted the stream.
Alright.
Oh my god! Are you serious?
What?
For Fury's benefit, this is fragment stuff coming up to haunt us.
This is the biological weapon that infected Neu and caused her eye to change and is still dormant in her body.
Excuse you, I was there for that.
You weren't there
You
for
weren't
the
there.
mission.
For the mission. That's why she went alone.
Yeah.
You are such a brat. Oh my god.
The slow dawning realization of you
The
guys
moment
going
you
like,
said
hold up.
bioweapon. The moment you said bioweapon.
That was great.
Oh, Zio and Car, while we're on break, I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
Are you going to Taste Animathon this weekend?
No.
I'm considering going on Saturday.
Okay. I'm definitely going on Saturday. So. Keep me in the loop.
What station do you get off?
It'd be Churchill.
Okay.
I can meet you there and then show you the way without having to go outside.
Yeah, because you said you don't have to go outside, and that's what's making me consider actually going.
I mean, the weather's gonna be pretty nice this weekend, but yes.
Ice.
Okay. It took me a second, but I got where you were going with that.
It was awful in front of our apartment this afternoon.
I
I
bet.
almost slipped 3 times, and I nearly threw up.
Buddy, that sucks. Dude.
Oh no, I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that at all.
By the way, the coordinates are somewhere where it says mid-rim and there's no planets.
What?
The
Amazing.
coordinates he gave you. You know where the map says mid-rim? Somewhere around the eye in rim.
I assume that's exactly what Balance Sheet told us. Also, Fury, if you're talking, you've been muted for a while.
Oh, right, I should have probably done that at some point. Yeah, so for a start, I mean, when 10,000 Crest was said, Lucia just spit because she's never heard of that much money in her entire life. But also, I'm very confused as to what's going on, and I'm slightly intimidated because I don't like bioweapons that you can kill with fire.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Oh man, I have something I want to buy before we leave this planet.
No.
Assuming Rasan tells us all the correct, relevant information.
Hazard
Tell
suit?
No, I mean, that would be smart, but this is Tess, so the answer is flamethrower.
I just love that you found the one Jedi thing that Harani will ever want.
The
A
Starfighter.
Jedi Starfighter. They probably have. I just don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the model is called.
They're called
Um,
Jedi Starfighters.
They're okay. Cool.
I mean, that's what
Currently.
they're best known as.
I was thinking of like, well, you guys aren't the rebellion. The whole Y wings. That's not. No, that's not yet. I'm
Most
like-
Y-wings weren't actually, I thought, made just yet.
And then I'm like,
Y-Wings...
hold on a second. We're 5 years after the Clone Wars, and they didn't really reuse any of the Jedi Starfighters. Those things are perfect for our campaign.
Aether Sprites. The most common ones.
Right? Yes. That name sounds familiar. We'll have to find the stats eventually if you guys actually manage to get the Starfighters. But
Yeah. But the Y-Wings were manufactured by the Republic, primarily.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so they are in production. It's just I
They-
deliberately didn't want to give you guys the ships that the rebellion uses eventually.
Yeah. I was looking
Besides,
up...
I think the
Tie-in?
the idea of a bunch of Jedi starfighters showing up to stop this thing is just perfect.
I was looking up a
Indeed.
bunch of rare appropriate ships that we could buy while Sho was talking. So
We need
That,
our
that was
own
that was me
symbol.
planning for today. All right, I'm gonna go get something to drink because it's hot in here. Like holy shit!
I'm gonna turn on the lights here because my eyes hurt.
there. I'm also gonna grab a drink, I think.
Also, Sho, I'm just gonna say, how dare you even suggest that that
Also,
Savor
I'm
and
sorry.
that
I interrupted you.
Savor and a certain piece of shit ever had a relationship.
He
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to get off. He wanted to get away
How
from the whole...
Dare you?
Oh, he did it deliberately because he
How
knew that.
Dare you? You
Yeah, that
fucking.
is pretty gross.
That
I
is
know.
disgusting on so many levels.
She was starting shit with him, so he started it right back, and he pulled the worst thing he could think of.
Yeah, but he kind of mind raped her, so that's really gross, though.
Yeah, well.
Oh,
Well, he wasn't there for that, so he didn't know that bit.
So.
I'm sure the Feline would love to have a relationship with you.
Ugh.
no. Even if it wasn't to sheer, she's not interested in dudes, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
It is 24.5 degrees in here.
That explains why it's so hot in here.
That
Hang on, I'm
sounds
gonna open my
super
window.
cold.
No, it's hot as hell.
I mean, in freedom units, that sounds really cold.
Yeah, sure, freedom units, but this is Celsius. You know what civilized people use.
Shots fired, I get.
My window's open now. Is yours open?
Oh yes, I had already opened my window, but I opened the window in the living room to get some cross breeze.
Also, the fact it is the middle of winter and we have not turned on the heat in our apartment once yet.
Back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Curious to see Savor's reaction to the Jedi Starfighters.
Okay, well, let's be honest here. Savor doesn't care about the Jedi shit. She cares about the fact that, holy shit, I want to know how this thing works, and I want to try piloting it.
Oh yeah, but have you seen how the hyperdrive stuff works on the Jedi Starfighters?
No.
It's a ring that
The
detaches. Yeah.
Yep.
What?
I can hear. Oh god, that's great.
Huh?
Wait.
No, this is
how?
me out of character
Yep.
because like Savora would probably know at least the basics of this shit, but what?
So it's a ring with a hyperdrive engine attached to it. You dock a starfighter in the center of the ring. It attaches, and you have a detachable hyperdrive module.
What the fuck?
Weird.
Right?
Weird.
Star Wars
Also,
shit is weird.
I want you all to know that I am very hastily building a skill sheet right now.
Well, it
Which-
gives you something to do while these people ruin your life further.
Yeah, seal her fate, I think, is the way it is. And also, when she finds out that we're going to Scarif, she is going to have so many words to say.
Oh god, we're not going to Scarif.
I didn't actually say that. I mean, it's gonna be something he mentions if they wanted information on the eye, but he's like, yeah, that's probably gonna get us killed. We don't
Yeah.
have the people for it.
Oh, but when are we gonna have to stop playing? When?
Hmm?
Is it? What time?
We have another hour and a half or so.
All right.
Well, another hour 20, but yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that
That's
that
not
we-
until February.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Zeo's good. All right, so everyone have their drinks.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out that I am not expecting you guys to get into combat, but we'll see how far we can get without
Mm-hmm.
maps and shit.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Yo.
So, I think we finish with a bit of a bomb drop of where to find starships.
Sigh.
Mm.
I'm excited.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not
just
because
about-
that bioweapon still has the whole planet infected, probably.
It was 5 years, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, actually, probably a little bit more than 5 years.
Also, we're going to get it off a ship, not a
Yeah,
planet.
off a ship, not the planet.
So, what's Rasan gonna tell us?
Well, first he's gonna make sure that we're back at the fire spray before he says anything. Clearly. And then he's going to just kind of grasp his hands together, sigh. Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Great.
Which do you want first?
Doesn't matter, just start with the news already.
The bad,
Okay.
please.
Bad news.
Yeah, to get information on the eye, we'd have to go to the Imperial Archive.
Not gonna happen.
No, the
Moving
fuck we're
on.
not.
That's the bad news. I should say the somewhat better news is that I've managed to find a very, very good lead on where we could get a starfighter. Or, not a starfighter, starfighters.
Hush, Pittance.
The Pittons aren't on this ship.
One
Well,
could have stood
obviously
away.
one snuck on.
Rani, is that your Pitton?
Probably.
Guys,
I never know where
focus.
that shit is.
Yeah. Guys. I know a potential place that we could go to salvage them. Issues with that. It was abandoned because nearby there were issues with a bioweapon.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not great.
Like a god made of flesh.
I'm sorry?
That's like a virus that could kill multiple people at once and spread probably shit like that.
Man,
Imagine worse than a gun.
Oh, that's way worse. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There is a way to deal with it that's fairly easy.
Oh,
Fire.
Which is?
Fire. That's the most straightforward and easy way we could deal with it.
So we're supposed to salvage shit? Burn the shit we salvage and hopefully.
No!
What?
Ugh. No. It's just dealing with the bioweapon itself if there's any of it. What? Karu. Rasan would have definitely also tried to figure out what other information on that bioweapon there was. Like, why would they need to just like burn the air out of the ship to get rid of it? Would they need to have
You know,
Or
it's
was
spore
some-
based.
oh yeah.
That apparently they ended up bombing a planet to get rid of traces on it on that planet. They basically just raised it
Mhm.
because everything was dead already, taken over
Right.
by the spores. You know that anything else was pretty hush hush.
Mhm.
Mainly because neither side wanted the other to know much about it.
Mhm. Would it have been one of those things where if we vented the ship, it would have gotten rid of the spores? Like, would they have been able to survive
Hmm.
in an oxygenless, life supportless
Actually,
ship?
given how much you paid, what information he found on this ship was that because of the spores had gotten out of control, um, their plan to eliminate it was to vent everything and then have um, the ship brought back.
But
But something went wrong in that plan, and the ship was never heard from again.
okay, so yeah, it's not so much that we have to salvage the ship and then burn it. It's more that we have to make sure the ship was vented. Because they apparently, when they were going to recover the ship, due to all the other crap that was going on, and as I was talking, I was explaining what other information I learned from that, pretty much relaying what you told me.
Yeah, basically what Balance Sheet had was he managed to get a hold of the minutes of the planned mission to basically get rid of the spores that had leaked out onto the ship's personnel.
Mhm.
But the results of it were the only known, like, it had been basically given as a loss because there had been an explosion, and that's basically all they know, and the ship basically never came back, and
Okay.
they know it got lost in that sector, and it ended up floating into a asteroid belt, and it was decided that it was too dangerous to go and salvage, and not really worth the time because
Mhm.
Clone Wars.
Yep. So just relay that.
Excellent. Good. Awesome.
So we need to find this ship if it even still exists and hasn't been just destroyed. We need people to go on it to even see if.
Yeah, so we'd need hazmat suits.
Yep.
But hey, this is our best bet. Do you realize how much a single ship would cost?
Shit ton.
Yeah. We'd have enough for one, maybe. This is our best bet. As unsavory as it is.
Okay, well, we need to get some suits first.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to know how many would have to go on this ship. It's not like all of us can go.
I'm going.
I'll go.
Well, I'm totally going as well.
Well, fuck it, I'll go, I guess, if you want me.
We can't have everyone go on the second ship.
We're not. We can have Kaz and Gabby stay here on the ship. I mean, it probably would be a lot wiser because even with the advantages Gabby has, she's still going to take some time to recover.
I'm more saying this as a, if all of us go on this other ship and something goes wrong, we might all get infected by this bioweapon, and that wouldn't be good.
We just have to bring a lot of fire.
Okay, Savor, why don't you stay behind on the ship and with Kaz and Gabby? I don't think I can get Tess to stay behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
nope.
knew
Wouldn't do
Tess
that.
wouldn't stay behind. Like, Tess doesn't shock me.
I
This is
mean,
gonna be bad.
Karu, if we were coupled to that ship, could we connect to their network that way, since ship to ship?
No. Coupling does not
Give access.
give access, no.
Because I was thinking more of a.
And that's assuming that the system works. You might have to reboot it or
Yeah.
whatever if it's still intact
Well,
enough to be.
if the system is still intact, we're going to need a way to reboot it and check systems. Even if I didn't want to go,
Do you
I'd
know
still
enough
have
about ships to know that if they couldn't find the ship, then it's most likely like dead in the
Dead.
air.
Yeah.
Which means that all their stuff would have to be rebooted if it was.
If it was
still
able to at
operational,
all, yeah.
Lucia. Okay, so where would you feel more comfortable if Lucia stayed on the fire spray or going over?
I'm a trained gunner, if that makes anyone more or less comfortable. And I've used a few
Don't take
heavy
it the
weapons.
wrong way. I don't trust anyone.
She still
I
doesn't
wouldn't
trust
tr-
us, and she's known us for a lot longer than
I
you.
wouldn't trust me either, so
Fuck it. Let's just see how. Okay, first let's see how many suits we can find. That'll determine how many can even go on this ship. Because no one is going on that ship without a suit.
Cool.
all right.
Hazmat suits. That's on the list of equipment, right?
I actually think it is, yes, on the core book.
So, if Spore wears a hazmat suit, does she have to, like, put pieces of foam on top of the horns so that they don't pierce through?
Really?
It's a
I
ve-
think you'd have to more worry about Harani and Rasan.
You've
How
got-
would their heads fit in a helmet?
Space suit.
I think it's like a bucket helmet, and I think it would fit really.
Yeah, because I think they have like bucket helmets, like large, like hazmat over.
God, so it's gonna cover Rasan's mouth with how high his Montreal is.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Savor's not going to be the issue. It's going to be Rasan.
We're gonna take penalties while we're using them, by the way. They're technically light armor.
Where
just-
I don't see the hazmat suit.
It might be biohazard suit.
Yep, that's it. Biohazard suit. 1 hour breathable atmosphere, -5 armor check penalty.
Where is it?
Galaxy at War.
It's
Oh, I was looking at the core.
Same here.
All right,
just
well,
like
if you have
to-
it open.
I'd just like to give a shout out to StarWarsRPGindex.com.
Saving all of our lives.
I have no idea. I
search
just
at a time.
Okay, what
Find
did
it
it
pretty quick.
cost?
Oh, I thought you were on the book already.
page 44.
Galaxy at War, you said?
Yarp. Biohazard suit.
Okay, yeah. Biohazard suit
Oh
is
my
computer
God,
equipment,
4,000.
blah, blah, blah.
4,000.
Why didn't you use sniper Droidekas in that battle?
4,000. Wow.
They're
Okay.
what?
1,000.
Wait, how much?
4,000 credits.
Ooh.
Not that bad.
No, it's not.
Isn't this the same book that's the flamethrowers?
Yes, it is, and that's one of the reasons that I took heavy weapons proficiency.
Nice.
Yeah, I can use heavy weapons too, so I can use flamethrowers.
Wait, no, heavy weapon. No, flamethrowers are exotic, actually. Damn.
Aw.
Yeah.
Shit, now I'm
Flame,
sad.
flame cannons are heavy, though.
Yes.
Alright. Well, obviously we should get a flame cannon.
Let's
What?
focus on the
Some
biohazard suits
flame
for now.
grenades.
Oh, it's medium armor.
It is, yeah.
Thank you, Gaz.
Flame cannon shoots a cone of burning chemicals 12 squares long and 8 squares wide at the terminus.
Oh dear God, I want that.
No.
Me too.
Holy shit.
Ah.
Karu, what have you gotten us into?
Something
Okay.
beautiful.
Those damn suits. We need to find some.
So how many of those suits do you want? 4? 5?
5.
Okay, Sephora, are you staying on the fire spray? Trademark the fire spray. Sorry.
Sephora would want to go with you guys because she'd be worried about you guys, and she regrets the fact she'd be worried about you guys.
She really does care.
Aw.
Aww.
You guys know she does care. She just also
Yeah.
fucking hates all of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's Savor, Harani, Rasan, Tess, and Lucia.
God.
That's 5.
Yep.
5.
And you're leaving the Jedi in charge of the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of them knows how to pilot.
And
That
they'll
would be
know.
20,000 credits, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it
aware.
would.
Sephora
Yikes.
can pay for hers.
But you know what?
Well, that's
So-
new. You guys are on
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah, it's gonna be secondhand.
Oh, it's definitely
Toydaria.
secondhand. We're probably gonna actually make sure.
Okay, so
I have 500
Karu.
credits.
Yes.
how good of suits / how cheap of suits can we find?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, of all the things I would ever want to buy used, Biohazard suit is bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Good luck getting fresh ones though in Toydaria.
Yeah,
Well,
like
look.
we're brand new ones here.
Alright.
Yeah, that's basically your options is how new is the suit? You could there you said it was 4,000. You could probably get some like pre-Clone Wars hazmat suits that were used in Hot Space.
Oh god. We're gonna die.
Wait.
Around
We only need 4.
why,
Stormtrooper armor's impervious.
I'm not wearing stormtrooper armor.
We still have it.
Yeah, we could.
I never had stormtrooper armor. I had a
Oh
jumpsuit.
shit, that's right. Damn it.
yeah.
Wait, did we ever get any of that stuff? I have. No, I only have a jetpack. I didn't get anything else.
We didn't
Mhm.
have time to loot. I would have gotten weapons if we had.
You guys have a couple of stormtroopers things, but that's probably back at your base.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, I think Tess has a helmet in her room, and that's it.
So no luck there.
Yeah,
You could
okay.
probably get like really old, probably still intact suits for 1,500.
What
you
kind of check
can-
would be required to see their?
Look, you're the one that's getting into that proficient that thing class.
Mhm.
You should know it.
Yeah, but I don't have that prestige class yet. I have to level
I
first. before I
know.
can get it.
I'm gonna say it's probably a gather information check.
Okay, let's try this.
Amazingly,
You
what-
could have Show help you.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
help anyway, just to give you a boost as long as I can. Which is a hilarious thing. I gather information without use computer.
Anyways,
Just roll it.
okay.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, so after a bit of digging, you find another place that has some like Clone Wars era ones that were like decommissioned. Those are 3,000 each, but they come with a guarantee that they are still good.
Hey, I'd rather buy one of these.
Me too.
Okay. I'd also like to purchase 10 rolls of mesh tape.
Okay.
Presumably it's Savor's suggestion, but
Yeah.
we've seen how this went in Fragments. We're gonna need that mesh tape.
Okay. Well, that's 5 credits per mesh tape
Yeah.
roll.
Knowing Savor, she probably always carries some of that with her anyways, because it's
Yeah.
Savor.
Can I pick up a liquid cable dispenser while I'm here too?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
I'm surprised you haven't just bought a utility belt.
Was that?
Didn't you make them buy a utility belt?
No, I made them buy a glow rod.
Oh,
Is somebody gonna cover the rest of mine? Because I only have 500 credits.
Oh yeah,
and-
Tess is paying for.
I kind of assumed Tess was paying for the at least the suits.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be what
So Bryce paid for hers.
15,000.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Or paid
12K
for
then.
hers.
Yeah, I'm currently the proud owner of 0.0 credits.
Wait, do you need 4 or 5 suits? I thought you needed 5 suits.
Yeah,
Five,
but
yeah.
Sephora's buying hers.
So that's 15 credits. 15,000.
Okay.
Mine
Math
is
is
500
hard.
because I'll pay
Times
for
four.
500.
Right.
3,000 times 4 people.
Yeah,
That's
because Savora is
12.
paying for her own.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's only
Yeah,
12,000.
okay.
We had the math right the first time, Karu.
Yep.
All right, never mind. Sorry.
That's fine. Oh.
All right, and you buy whatever else. I mean, small things like that. You guys can like look it up on the thing and just subtract it from your money.
Mhm.
The Toydarian market has pretty much everything that you could possibly buy, and then some. But you know, you can have some cool like gloves specially made for synthetic arms.
Sweet.
You don't want a black leather glove for your metal hand.
I'm just following whoever's escorting me, watching this weird like list of items getting purchased.
Oh, also anything fire related that you guys are gonna buy?
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Sephora has a
Yes.
flamethrower.
How much are those flame cannons? I know they're probably way too
I don't
expensive,
have-
but
1 second, I have this.
3,000.
Flame.
seriously?
Why are
Flame
flame?
cannon. What do you expect?
Why
Yeah.
are flame cannons heavy and flamethrowers exotic?
Because
Flame cannon's
Cannon.
big.
It's yeah. I think you're talking like cannon is like you need 2 people to use basically.
It's just a full round action to reload. It does half damage.
The problem with the flamethrower is that yeah, it is an awkward weapon with its own way of handling. So it's
Yeah. Okay.
So.
I mean you can still fire it even if you don't have proficiency. You just don't get your proficiency bonus.
Are there any
So yeah, you take a 5-point
fire
penalty.
grenades?
There are not actually. There are
Oh,
only
man.
2 weapons with the fire keyword in. Those are flame cannons and flamethrowers,
And the wrist flamer.
and the wrist flamer. Why is
That
that not on
exotic
my
too?
list?
That
Mando.
sounds that sounds like something Hirani would want.
Yeah.
She already has the armor to clip it too.
And the jetpack.
Yes.
I mean,
I have
worst
no
case
money.
scenario, you can just
Goddamn.
point the jetpack at the thing and fire the jetpack.
Oh yeah, I probably need fuel for that, don't I?
You
You
probably
do.
do.
Each fuel tank is 20 kilos
Whew.
for the flame cannon.
Oh, for the flame
Oh,
cannon. Yeah.
the flame
I-
cannon.
I
No,
was
we're
talking
talking
about
about the jetpack.
Oh,
my jetpack.
jetpack. My bad.
The jetpack probably uses power packs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, then you're fine, because I've got a ton of power packs.
10
Probably
uses,
has more than one power pack, but you know.
I have
10
15.
has 10 uses, and each refill costs 100.
Take it to your local gas station and
Dude, gas is way expensive, though.
well, thanks to the Empire ensuring cheap gas prices, it's all fine.
And Grand Moff Trump.
Biting political satire.
Oh god.
And
All
Welcome
right,
to
so
Welcome to Space
shopping.
Venezuela.
What? So, are you guys getting any fire things?
I don't have proficiency with any of them. How long would it take to make another flamethrower mod?
I would if I had money.
Yeah.
I have the money for it.
Word.
I will buy one for anyone who wants one. I'll buy
If
one for
you
one
want-
person who wants one.
If you want to give me a heavy freaking flame cannon, I will carry it. But
I will share it with
I mean-
with Lucia.
Karu, would we be able to have the two of them use it together and discount the -5 penalty?
I mean, it wouldn't be a
I'm-
minus. It wouldn't be a +5, but it would be a +2 with an aid another.
Actually.
I'm proficient in heavy,
Yes,
so
they're
I can use a
both
flame cannon.
proficient in heavy.
But
Okay.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
they-
we're both
they're
proficient.
that's why they want
Um,
that one because they're proficient in it.
At the very
Okay,
least,
fair
one
enough.
of us could carry a backup tank.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad call. Is we just buddy team
Yeah.
that one person carries a sidearm, one person carries the cannon. We both have a tank.
Kind of suck when you get critically hit.
Mhm.
It is.
Yep.
Man.
Then yes, we're buying a flame cannon.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Garm,
Oh,
I'm
no.
literally in love with you.
I mean, who isn't?
Or-
All right. This is the part where I inform you it's going to cost you 4,000 credits
Yeah, we kind of
because that's restricted, and you're basically buying black market.
Yeah. I don't have the will to try and flirt with a Toydarian to get a cheaper price, so yeah, sure.
Yeah, it takes you a while, but between Savor and Rasan, you guys managed to find someone willing to sell you that.
My God.
It basically comes down to only Hirani and Savor talking to one, because the first time you guys talk to someone and ask about this thing, the Toydarian laughs in your face and tells you kids to go home. And you guys quickly realize that maybe sending a 16-year-old to buy a fucking cannon is not a good idea.
I wasn't even going to try to ask.
Well, for once, people not recognizing Tess is a bad thing. Oh, I'm also gonna pick up a fire extinguisher while I'm at it.
Actually, I think I'm going to pick one of those up too.
50 credits.
That's fine. That's awesome.
Karu, Rasan asked a very
Um,
interesting question.
How much do flamethrowers cost?
The flame cannon, or
No, the
those.
flamethrower.
Flamethrowers cost 1,000.
Okay, so it would still cost you 1,000 in parts, a successful check, and probably a week of work.
Oh, a week. Yeah.
You're modding a weapon to
know,
have
I
a
know, I'm aware.
flamethrower without everything
aware.
blowing up in your face.
I'm
Yeah,
aware.
a week.
The real
She
question
isn't even
is,
sure if hers will explode when used.
Also,
Real-
sorry, Garm.
the real question is, can we put a flamethrower mod on the flamethrower?
Yes. Yes, we
Or
can.
fire.
Double flamethrower.
I
Why
call
was
it the
I
pilot
thinking-
light.
All right.
But a quick question:
I
can we
almost spat all over my microphone.
Good.
can we assume that I had a sidearm that was liberated from me when I was rescued?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Good. Yes. Good.
I mean, if not, just ask Savor.
The walking armory. Yeah, no, you probably
not
had a small
kidding.
pistol with you.
Yeah.
You know, just in case someone hijacks your ATST, so you can shoot them.
Well,
Or kill yourself.
I mean, armored crews are generally given sidearms. And never mind.
I mean, that was an option. They could have just turned around and shot Tess. You just didn't. To be fair, she had a vibroblade at your neck at the time, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
shooting someone who's already got their vibroblade at your neck is generally seen as a bad idea.
Mhm.
So instead, basically, you dropped your weapon, brought up your hands, and said, "You know what? Fuck this shit. These guys are weird. I'm out of here."
Yep.
All right,
Sounds
so
about
you
right.
guys, I think have finished stocking up.
How much was the spare tank for the flame cannon?
100,
Really, that's pretty cheap. All right.
Take it.
I believe that's what Fury said.
No, that's for the jetpack. I said.
Oh, for the jetpack. Never mind
I
then.
shouldn't have said.
Yeah, 'cause,
I shouldn't have said that.
We'll put it at 500 then.
Works for me.
Okay.
Karu, before anyone uses any of these new things, Samora is going to go, once they're back on the ship, she is going to look over it and make sure it won't blow up in their face the moment it's used.
Okay. Yeah, you do
Aw.
maintenance. You make sure everything's.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she always does maintenance on everyone's shit the moment the job's done.
What if we want to live dangerously?
You're in the
We already
uprising.
live dangerously.
Yeah, we live
Just-
dangerously enough.
Just being around Tess is bad enough.
It's got
Yeah,
92 shots. I don't have to reload it yet.
Savor will make you guys recharge your shit every time we get back. She will maintain all the shit.
Oh, don't worry. I always have a spare battery, spare power pack charging while I have mine.
Only one?
Well, okay, 3.
I can just see this weird bonding moment between Lucia and Harani over their giant flame cannon. It's like,
All of-
what are we gonna name her?
All of my
I hate to
regrets.
say-
All of my regrets have vanished. I'm glad to be in the uprising now.
I hate to say this, but Lucia actually probably hates the damn thing. She has killed enough civilians with ATST cannons that, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is scary.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much damage that thing does?
5d6.
it's amazing.
Times 2.
Oh, really? Nice.
It has
Yeah.
a times 2.
Don't forget the concussion grenade launcher also.
Wait.
Why do you think I tried my best not to shoot that thing at you guys?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I meant the flame cannon does 5d6.
That does the other thing.
Yeah, no,
probably
we were
does
talking
8.
about the ATST.
Right.
Does I think it was 48 times 2. This is scary. This is really
Anyways.
scary.
We have everything. We're good to go. Let's try going to this place.
All right, cool. So you guys get back. I will point out, you're on Toydaria. You could get a room at a hostel thing
Hostile?
if you wanted to, because it's going to be crowded on the place, on the fire spray, and you have a wounded passenger.
We could spend the night here. Yes.
Because you guys have been through a lot today.
That's
Yeah.
that's true.
This is
All right.
still the same day that you guys got chased by a bunch of stormtroopers.
Fair enough.
So-
Let's go tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
that's a
you
good plan.
guys get maybe 1 or 2 rooms, and that's probably another 20 credits.
All right. Spend the night at the hostel.
All right. So next day, you guys suit up, get prepped, and go to the coordinates given to you by balance sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy check. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You guys show up, and there's a lot of Imperials waiting for you now.
Don't joke about
Don't play with my heart.
Oh god.
It's a trap. Anyways, yeah, you guys exit hyperspace to see a very large asteroid belt.
Great. Awesome.
Great.
Cool.
We gotta find a ship in this mess.
I've never yearned for Rito as much as I do right now.
So it's worth noting that having done some classwork, I think I'm actually trained in pilot. I don't know if that's going to be useful to anyone, but
We have a co-pilot.
Yeah,
Hey!
co-pilots are pretty good for doing checks, especially if
We
you're
have-
going to go inside a asteroid field.
Also
Mhm.
trained in pilot. You
Yeah, but normally you're shooting things.
True.
Yeah, because we don't allow Tess to handle the big gun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
I also have the gunnery training feat if you need something shot.
God, your blessing. Not that Hirani isn't, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to know that if we ever put a second gun on this crate, we'll have somebody to fire it other than Tess.
I'm considered
Or-
proficient with vehicle weapons and can re-roll a vehicle attack once per encounter.
This is the best day ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, at some point you're going to have someone piloting the fire spray and someone
Yeah.
gunning it, and then someone piloting the Crimson Phoenix and gunning that one.
And nobody's gonna
So you're
let
gonna
Tess
need-
pilot, so
You're going to need 2 pilots and 2 gunners, so the more the merrier.
all right. Well, let's try successfully navigating this asteroid field.
Yeah, I'm sure this isn't gonna
Yeah.
go wrong in any fucking way.
You have to find the ship first.
Yeah. don't suppose I could try and use the ship sensors to scan for it?
What's it gonna pick up?
What do you
A
want to scan
lot of
for?
asteroids.
Metal.
I
Matter
mean,
on what kind of asteroids these are, they probably have metal in them.
Yeah, but we won't know that till we try.
True.
is there a way to scan for refined metal? Worked metal? Like,
Probably not.
You could try scanning for an energy signature on the off chance.
True. Even residual.
Could you scan for trace metals for public air construction or reactor cores?
Reactor core material, the reactor core material, that might be worth trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, and I get to use the.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll?
Rasan and Savor.
Okay.
Alright.
Rolled a
Hmm.
14.
I rolled a 20.
Mm,
Hmm?
No, you rolled a 16. We
Well,
both have the same pluses to our intelligence.
Well,
Give her a second.
Hi, sorry. I'm back.
It's okay.
welcome back.
We're
Card
stalling
typing.
for time while Karu types.
Gotcha.
We at Midgardia don't have any upcoming events to shill for. Otherwise, this is normally where we do it.
What about the
I-
T-shirt I made today?
T-shirt. Yes, we at
Oh.
Midgardia would like you to know that Karu made a T-shirt, and I'm gonna pull
It's
that up on.
actually a really adorable T-shirt.
Yes.
It is.
It is a spoony shirt.
Yes, because I'm a spoonie. You got what I was going for. Yes, that is
Yeah.
also an option.
Okay. Well, could I do that then?
Sure.
Alright. Rasan is going to reach out with his feelings and search for force materials, aka lightsaber.
That's actually a good idea. This was a Jedi ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the intelligence check was for.
Wait,
Oh my lord.
could I try doing that too? Once I see Rasan trying to do that?
Sure.
Rasan probably like smacks his forehead and is like, ugh, Jedi ship.
Yeah.
You guys were told it had Jedi starfighters in it. The Jedi starfighters were used by Jedi,
Mhm.
not by clones.
Watch, I'm gonna fail this. Holy shit!
You were
Holy
Damn.
shit!
And that's a nat 20.
That's
Yep,
a nat
it is.
20! I mean, you
Yo.
can't crit on a skill check, but holy shit!
You got all your
think
force powers
Lucius-
back. Yay!
I think Lucia is visibly
I
uncomfortable with the Jedi doing Jedi things.
Oh
I
man, yeah,
barely-
we.
Oh, right, you didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, no, you kind of knew.
I heard rumors.
I
no,
mean,
I meant because we were bouncing
Well,
around.
Tess said that she was force sensitive, and you saw
Yeah.
them jumping around like
Right.
flies.
But still, there's difference.
Is that what flies are known for? Jumping?
I was thinking of circus flies.
Oh right, yeah.
That is what they're known for.
So possibly the only one she doesn't know has force shit is Harani.
Because, hey, to be fair, Rasan didn't actually use the Force there, although he did kind of smack Gabby and make her feel better.
Is that not how medicine works? It's just space acupuncture. It's fine.
Yes.
I love when the doctor just smacks me to make me feel better.
I mean, that's the American medical
I
system
mean,
for
I
you.
feel it's a little bit inappropriate, but you know.
Alright. So, Rasan and Savor, you guys do feel a ping in the force. That could possibly be a kyber crystal.
Yeah,
But
then
d-
let's try going that way.
Do they feel it surrounded by a void of death and pain?
Oh, hey, actually,
No.
Okay.
since that bioweapon is a spore based, yeah,
Well, maybe death, but I mean, it's been 5 years, and
yeah. Do we feel any residual like life, as in like potential flora?
that's not. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
You're,
Yeah,
it's
I know. I
use
just
the.
had to try.
You're looking for force stuff.
Mhm.
You
I
can
had to try.
definitely use your sensors on the ship to scan for life forces, but
It's not gonna fucking show up.
if yeah, I mean, this is a spore. It's not going to show up on a life
Yeah.
like life force
I know. I just had to
scans
try.
are not going to pick up that kind of.
I just had to try.
Okay, Savor is like, okay, I think I know which way to go.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
Mhm.
And she's gonna basically follow the feeling and try and get through this.
Okay. So you're piloting, I guess.
Yeah,
Is anyone helping her pilot through this mess?
I'll help if no one else does, or if people trust me to, I guess.
I would love a co-pilot and I would love a spotter or two.
I
Yep.
can do spotting also. I can reroll perception checks.
Ah, cool. Could I do anything with a use computer check to help like plot around the asteroids?
They'll be
Yeah,
moving.
yeah, you could do that.
Okay. So I'll do that to assist her that way.
Okay. So you're assisting with plotting. Is who's co-piloting?
I'll do co-pilot.
Okay, so you give me a pilot check. Rasan, give me a use computer.
Okay,
Is
I can
anyone
roll these
spotting?
twice.
You could that could be either using the scanners, which would be a use computer, or just visually out the window, basically, with a perception check.
Both those
Oh.
skills for me are shit. So
Why does
Okay.
it
Help
say
at least. All you need to do is roll a 10 for an aid.
S is physically capable of looking out a window.
Okay, so I have +2.
I can re-roll this. I'm using the ship's computers.
+4,
Hold on.
+6.
What? I rolled. Wow. That's with those shit rolls. Holy shit.
Which gives me an idea.
Mhm.
Gabby's still out of commission, though she's doing a bit better today.
After her stay in the hostel.
Yeah. I'm sure she was treated very well by WoW.
Let me guess, moving asteroids out of the way?
No, just using the force to help, guide and he's also looking for the signature that you.
Okay, 19. Damn.
All right, so you've got a what? 1, 2,
Plus
5.
8?
So that's a plus 10.
Yes, +8. +8.
No, plus
Eight.
8 because
Eight, 'cause
that's
I
2 from
rerolled.
Rasan. Yeah, plus 8.
Oh
Yeah.
god, if I fail this, I'm gonna scream.
Please mute yourself first.
All right. Okay, so some tricky piloting, but between Lucia and Savor, you guys managed to weave through the asteroid, and I'm not going to make you guys do more than one roll because blah. Eventually,
Mood.
I just don't feel like doing a skill challenge for this. It's whatever. You guys all rolled so high on everything except maybe perception, but honestly, even perception was okay. Eventually, you guys managed to see the distinctive silhouette of a Venator class Star Destroyer. It is missing part of the tip, and it looks like there was an explosion in the hyperdrive sector, so the back is pretty torn up. But it seems like the rest of the ship is okay. You're a bit concerned that the tip the nose is broken off because that's that means part of the starships, the starfighters, are probably gone.
Mm,
But there's enough that you have a fairly decent chance of finding some ships still inside.
mhm.
Docking bay open or closed?
Docking bay is closed. The nose is, well, actually, given how the Venator classes work, I would say it's probably open. Because it's that like long trench in the center, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and since the power is out, the shields are down.
Well-
It's got a lot of debris though. For you to try landing in there, that means going through like you'd have to hope your shields
Oh yeah, but
can.
we don't have to land in there. We can just
No.
open the airlock, jump out, and
You can, yes. Yeah, you could do that. Like landing the ship could be possible. Like your ship fits in there. It is a Star Destroyer. But there's a lot of debris from the Star Destroyer to get to there. And that's like no matter what Savor rolls, that's gonna do damage to the ship.
debris
Because
in
there's
there
just too
or
much
debris floating in there.
floating.
Okay. No gravity on the ship. Gotcha. Good. Nice.
Well, the hazmat suits have
Excellent, just the way I like it.
have magnetic boots, don't they?
They?
Do they?
I
Hold
thought
on.
they did.
Anyway, for now, we just need to get in there.
Nope.
Oh well, rip. Yeah, we just need to
Okay.
get in there.
So we have a couple of options. How much do we want to loot, I guess is the question here. Importantly, did Rasan did pick up like probably Kyber crystal, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
was-
what they
that's how
felt.
we.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess we're not leaving here without those.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I would definitely not say no to it, but I already have mine, so I'm less important with that.
I mean, yes, but we could also take them back to Secret Base
know.
2 and bury
I
them,
know.
respectfully.
Yes, you're correct.
I mean, even if it's not the crystal that is calling to you, you can definitely use it.
Yeah.
The crystals.
You just have to be conscious of, their feelings and, hey, if they're done doing shit for now, you don't force them to do more shit. Don't be a shitbag to the crystals, basically.
Be nice to your pet rock.
Okay, so we can't land because it'll fuck us up no matter what.
We can dock, right? Because there is an airlock, right? So we were.
I actually don't know. Because normally, if you normally you just send a shuttle over, right?
Yeah, but you guys don't have a shuttle.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, not with us anyway.
The best option is probably try and get the fire spray close enough to the surface of the docking bay, and then have us jump out.
I mean, you also don't have to go for the hangar. You could go for another docking bay.
Mm,
These
True.
things probably have other like entrances. Even just manual
Airlocks, yeah.
airlocks, yeah.
That's probably, well,
Well, can we find one of those then? Preferably one that's closer to the hangar.
Closer to the hangar, yeah. I mean, at least two of you know more or less the schematics of a. I mean, you could probably pull that off the HoloNet pretty easily. The Venator class was a pretty popular ship in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
and you know what
And
we
it's old enough to be more or less declassified, so. that
we didn't
too.
really think through?
Well,
What?
How the fuck are we getting these starfighters out of here?
The old-fashioned way?
I mean,
Gaz can pilot, Savor can pilot, Hirani can pilot, and apparently we have another pilot.
okay. Yeah, but the asteroids are in.
True.
we could always
Could I try and clear some of the asteroids out with like?
There is also two things there that you have to take into consideration. I don't think they had the hyperspace circle rings inside the destroyers because that would be pointless.
Hmm.
They're stored
So you're
inside
probably
They're stored inside the Vander class.
are they?
They get their own little bay. Yeah.
Okay, then you might find someone at work.
Okay.
Is it
Right.
possible?
Here particularly for those, not good. Sorry, what were you saying?
Is it possible to safely destroy some of the asteroids using the ship's gun on the fire spray?
You can certainly try.
I don't.
Oh,
like that
God.
phrase.
I think first we should check to see if there's anything even salvageable.
I
Yeah.
will point out that the the starfighters are smaller than the fire spray. Not by much, I believe, but
They're single pilot. I should hope so.
yeah.
Can we see if there's any energy readings from down there?
Yeah, could be.
Sure. Give me use
Let's give it a
computer check.
shot.
Cool. Let me just. Why did I even close that? Let me just
Half
pull
dead.
that back up.
Half dead droid.
Or dodgy? Let me just roll a second time just in case. Wow, okay. That's scary.
Why did you bother with the second roll?
Because I didn't see it. I wasn't on that. But yeah, wow.
Okay. Energy readings. There seems to be possibly a backup generator that is still intact.
Oh, cool.
It is not running, but like you get the like now that you're close to it, you do detect that there is some energy readings from that.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna relay that.
Go for it, Zoo.
Would we be able to pick up droids from here?
But this
Probably not.
That could be terrible news. Okay.
But this is a Venator class. Like, isn't this on the Republic side, or?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
also got schwacked by a, separatist bioweapon. Which droids are immune to.
Mm-hmm.
Even more regretting not having Rito here.
Maybe we'll find a friendly astromech here.
If we do, we will definitely make sure that it doesn't have a bomb in it before we take its restraining poles off.
Yeah, you think? Well, I will point out Rito
They
didn't
put
have
it
a
in
bomb in
later.
him to begin with.
I know. They put it in later. But still, we have to double check on
Still, you can't hurt to look.
that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's
So?
just do this.
Yep.
So, magic airlock fun time?
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's no air in this ship.
That's what the hazmat suits are for.
Yeah. But the flame cannon.
Oh, no!
But
They finally
that's-
realized.
But that we might not even have to worry about that so much.
Wait, how does
No,
any of our
provide-
flame shit work?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Not until we get the air back in the system. But we need
Well-
to turn on the ship first.
Yeah, remember, there is potential that we could get that.
It
backup
also
generator on.
depends on the fuel use because there are self-igniting fuels.
That's true.
Yeah, but those would probably be a lot more expensive, and I doubt that we picked that kind up.
Well, I mean, it could also be standard issue for the flame cannon.
I don't think most people would use a flame cannon in a vacuum, because that's
Yeah. No oxygen.
Look, there's a lot of things in Star Wars you shouldn't do, but they do
I
it
know.
anyway.
I know.
fair enough. Anyways, let's
I mean, if you wanted to get to scare a bunch of Minox off a ship, it might be a nice way to do it.
It's true. So, Karu, do we know if our Flammenwerfer is gonna work in the vacuum?
I'm
you have
checking.
no idea.
I am checking how it works right now.
Okay, in the meantime.
Okay, so you're going for a. You're not docking the ship then.
No, we're going
You're
for
just
like a.
getting close and
yeah.
jumping.
What? I thought we were going.
What?
Oh, I thought we were going to find an airlock on the side of the ship
Right.
and dock.
Yeah.
So I kind of magnetically dock to that.
You could.
Docking seems like a bad idea because it'll
Yeah.
increase the risk of contamination.
Oh, well.
It would, yes.
And also, getting close enough to the ship to damage it.
Yeah.
There
Fine.
is a lot of debris around the ship,
We-
around the Star Destroyer, but
Oh, this is gonna end badly.
Are we just gonna have to Mary Poppins into it?
Let's
Oh
pull a
gosh.
Leia.
I was trying to avoid
We can-
saying that.
We can just jump out the airlock. Like it's not that hard.
It's been over 2 weeks. God damn it.
I mean, someone did get smart enough to get some liquid cable. I'm
Hey,
gonna,
I've always had that. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna assume you also have a system to maybe like moor the ships
Yeah.
together
Mm-hmm.
with like because this is a fire spray and it belonged to bounty hunters. It probably has a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Which would give you at least a way to,
Climb.
grab the grappling
Hold
hook
on.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Shimmy,
So
shimmy,
let's do
shimmy.
that.
shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Most of you have to shimmy, shimmy. One of you has a jetpack that might make that quicker, but
But
that's up to them.
does that work in space?
Can
I don't see why not.
Endo ones do. We know that for sure.
Okay. All right.
And can Tess just jump across the gap?
I'm not going to try myself.
No, I'm not trying that. I'm shimmying. I'm not done.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy,
Cool.
shimmy.
I'll
But yeah,
take the
heading
shimmy.
over.
I roll for I'm jumping through zero gravity with no atmospheric resistance.
All right, then give me a jump check.
On acrobatics for successfully sticking the landing. Because I think
Jump
that's the
is
actual
strength, right?
jump is
Yes.
strength. Yes, it's not a problem of me clearing the
Acrobatics
distance.
is dex.
Yeah, it's about calculating the jump so that you don't fly into outer space and are never heard of again.
Or don't smash
Um,
my fucking goldfish bowl into the side of the ship and break it and die.
Or one of the floating debris.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, give me an acrobatics check. Okay. You make it.
I mean, it wasn't just about using the better stat. That played in, but
Mhm. All right, Tess jumps out and slowly floats towards the.
You're an idiot, Tess.
You can totally see, like, if you could see Rasan's eyes, he would just have a deadpan stare on his face, like, yeah, that.
You
Of
see her
course, she's getting
narrowly
over it.
miss a chunk of jagged-looking debris.
Ah,
That
well,
was
I
close.
think I think Lucia has the universal gonna die look.
Welcome to this group. You'll
Yeah.
have that look a lot. Okay, we head across.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how are you guys heading across?
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy,
Yes,
shimmy, shimmy.
that.
All right. All right, so you guys take it nice and slow. By the time you're there, Tess has already figured out how to open the airlock.
That's fine.
I'm good with that.
But your suits haven't been torn by floating debris, and you haven't gone shooting out into space.
should I use the fire?
And
Should I use
I
the
will
fire
pu-
extinguisher to propel myself across?
Oh
Sorry,
my
what were you gonna
was an
say?
option. I'm gonna assume because I only just thought of this, but when you were doing your little scans of the ship, that you did not get any readings of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what I expected.
hmm
I mean, if the ship is powered down, like,
Actually, show what did
What?
you? Oh, you rolled a. Was that 41 for this for the?
it was for the scan. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. There's 3 or 4 bubbles of atmosphere in the ship.
Oh, okay. I'm going to let them know and be like, yeah, we should probably, turn those off first.
Or avoid those
Where-
sectors.
Yeah, or avoid those sectors. But if we're going to try and, it all depends if we're going to try and take the ship out, or if we're going to try and take the starfighters, and that's it.
Oh, we are not salvaging an entire Venator class.
Okay. Yeah.
You could tell from outside that the hyperdrive is totaled. So
Okay. Yeah.
this thing is not moving.
Okay. Well, Rasan would be like, yeah, there are a couple of atmospheric bubbles, so let's just avoid those. Okay.
And if we could patch it up, this would be a hell of a base.
Zio, you're muted.
know.
I will point out that like you could avoid them if you intend to get atmosphere back in the ship.
Oh, yeah, we'd have to turn everything off first and
Yes.
then turn it on.
Yeah, because
We have to
it'll
empty
it'll
those
unseal
out.
those areas.
Yep. Okay.
Sean's still getting lightsaber feelings.
Is Rasan still getting lightsaber
I'm-
feelings, Kara?
I'm honestly surprised Tess hasn't even tried. Give me a force check.
Actually, yeah, sure. I'll
Can I do one as well, Karu?
probably
Yep.
clocking into it now.
I think we got lightsaber feels.
Okay, yeah. Towards the bridge. Actually, there's two sources. Towards the bridge area, you feel something. And towards what Savor and Rasan would know is the medical bay.
Are either of those where we had the bubbles of atmosphere?
Yes.
Which
Both?
one?
One? Both?
Well, the bubbles were in different sectors, but there's probably one near at least each of them. Like you don't have a clear picture yet because your radar is a bit
Yeah, okay.
not precise. It's giving you a general direction, and you're like, oh, the bridge is in that direction too. So is one of the bubbles. The bridge does not have atmosphere.
Okay.
So if they're on the bridge, you could probably go past the bubble
Uh,
and find them.
But that's not what I'm concerned about. If they're in the bubbles of atmosphere, were there any Jedi that were left there when everybody evacuated?
Sorry?
Were there any Jedi or anybody who could use those sabers left there when they were evacuated?
No one was evacuated.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what makes me concerned, because there might be something that's able to wield those things. If, they survived 5 years.
That's not at all frightening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Earl.
I feel something in the force. I'm gonna go check it out.
No, there's...
And Tess is going to immediately start heading towards the one by the bridge.
Rasan is going to, grab
Which
her
one
hand.
did she head towards?
The bridge.
Rasan is going to reach out and grab her hand and be like, that's near the bubble of atmosphere. Might be a bad
We
idea.
have these suits.
No, that's not... It was
There
a
might be something
bioweapon.
living in that bubble of atmosphere.
That could
Mm.
potentially use that.
I strongly doubt your ability to catch Tess.
That is true. Do you chase after her?
Harani chases after her.
Although that
Oh
said,
god.
we're in
You're
zero
in
G and Tess is not.
Zero G.
Yeah.
Thump, thump,
Oh, God.
thump, hop, hop, hop.
Oh god.
Rasan will be like, we should probably at least vent. Find a control room where we
That
can
said,
vent.
if she shoots off, it's going to be that much harder to get her because your reaction time is not going to be fast enough.
Can I use the force to move object to grab her and kind of pull her back?
Yeah,
Please.
grab
Rasan,
me
just
by the
go with
hazmat
her.
suit.
No,
Yeah,
I'm...
don't fucking do
Fine.
that.
Well,
We have to be careful
Bad-
here, Rasan.
yes, I know, but bad ideas are that...
Yes, but at the same time,
Karu,
wouldn't you
is-
be able to find information there?
It's
Wait.
possible. Would I be able to get to the control center where I could turn off the environmental controls and then reboot them in that direction?
You'd have to go to the backup generator,
Which would be the opposite direction or that direction?
not in the direction of the bridge.
Yeah, Rasan would be like, we need to deal with the bubbles of atmosphere and the backup generator first.
Well, Tess is already gone, and
Oh.
so's Hirani.
God, force, damn it! Stupid wimp.
Oh, what?
You did not just go there.
And he did not just go there.
So what are the rest of you doing?
Savor is going a certain direction, Karu, and you know which direction it is.
Mhm.
Is
Okay.
it away from the rest of the party?
Yes.
Lucia is sticking with her because fire team weapons.
Wait, so she's
Wait,
sticking
I
with
thought-
With Harani?
Harani?
Oh, sorry,
Harani?
Harani, my bad.
Yeah.
Really?
So
we're
Tess,
splitting-
Hirani, and Lucia is going towards the bridge.
And
Yes,
the cowards
this
are
is
left
dumb. I don't
behind.
care right now.
This is so dumb. And Rasan's like, well, fine, but if you all die, it's not my fault. And then he's gonna go with
And if you
Savor.
die, it's not our fault.
Oh, he's going with Savor so that she's not by herself.
If I could catch Tess and stop
Good
her,
luck
I
with that.
would.
Good luck with that.
What?
Catching Tess.
Oh yeah, really,
Te-
seriously.
Tess is strong and light. She can probably propel herself a lot quicker than you. Especially with the
know.
Flamin' Warford.
So, I wanted to know again, the entrance that you guys picked was close to the hangars.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we tried to go close to the hangar, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
we did.
All right. So, Tess, it is going to take you a while to get to the bridge because this is a big ship, and the bridge is at the very top of the ridiculously sized
Superstructure.
superstructure, and you have no idea how the superstructure looks like inside.
It's a maze.
Is
It's a
everything
maze, yeah.
is everything covered in glowing fungus?
There is no glowing fungus.
Praise be.
Wait until you get into the
So far.
yeah.
Wait, Harani, we should clear this up. Which one of us is holding the flame cannon, and which one of us is not?
Who
Well,
has the fuel and who has the weapon?
okay. Which one of us has a higher strength score?
I have
Probably
13 strength, but 18 dex.
I have 15 strength and 18 dex, so I'm probably like lugging the cannon.
Yeah.
Around.
Oh god, that leaves me with my sidearm. Cool.
And
Alright.
it's probably slowing me the hell down too.
Yeah.
So
All right. So, the closer you get to the top, I will say you do start seeing bodies. They are marred, not just by the fact that they were basically exposed to atmosphere, no atmosphere, but something had gotten to them first.
Does it look like claws, blaster bolts, flammable
No, it
mortars?
looks like fungus.
I
Cool.
hate this.
There are some places where you see like they seem to have fought each other, maybe
Oh
because
no.
they've got like wounds that are like inflicted by blaster bolts or some such. But there's only Republic people,
Mhm.
mostly clones, but there's also staff. So like there's a bit of a mix there. It's not just clones.
So, would anyone mind if I get the universal "I am a normal person surrounded by Force users and I'm not happy with how things are going" line?
Yeah, go hard.
Mhm.
Hey everyone, I have a pretty bad feeling about this.
You say that over the comm.
Yeah, because we have the hazmat suits on.
Yeah,
Alright.
Savor says get used to that feeling.
Yeah.
Tess echoes exactly the same sentiment.
All
Probably
right,
at the same
so-
time, actually.
What am I getting into?
Oh god, did they all say that at the exact same time?
Savor and Rasan, you
Mhm.
guys are heading in a direction that will get you there quicker.
Cool.
The backup thing is on the way, and Rasan, I have bad news for you.
It's in the
Oh
atmosphere.
no.
It's one of the bubbles.
Rasan lets out a string of curses in every language he knows and can actually articulate.
So you get basically to a sealed blast door and realize that on the other side is what you need to do everything you need.
Great.
It is sealed, and it has atmosphere on the other side.
Lovely.
Savor, this is not what you're looking for. Do you keep going or?
Savor will, sorry, Rasan will look at Savor as they're going and be like, well, that's where I need to go, but it's got atmosphere. Let's do what you need to do first and then deal with that.
Okay, yeah, and Savor keeps going.
Okay. You
She's
keep going.
intent.
Yeah, she seems to be on a mission. You keep going. Eventually, you get to parts where it's been basically destroyed by the reactor core explosion,
Mhm.
and it gets harder to go through because there are collapsed metal and the corridor is not exactly intact.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, the thing you are following leads you to something that is not out in space,
Good.
Excellent.
but it is blocked by a whole lot of twisted metal.
More excellent.
God damn it.
Do you need help?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to remove all the metal to get to what you need.
Yep.
Hey, a kyber crystal maybe?
I don't know what it is.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. It's more sentient than the kyber crystals we've.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How, what? Oh,
Basically, I got an SOS.
now that we're here, can I try and see if I feel it? Because I wasn't actually looking
Sure.
for that.
Yeah, I've been looking for this thing since I first felt it.
Do I feel it?
Yes, now that she's like clued you in and that you're this close, you also feel that there is someone calling out for help on the other side of all that metal through the force.
Okay. We've got to try.
Yep. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Can we try like moving objects to rip the metal away slowly, or would that be a bad idea, you think?
I don't have move objects.
Well, I do.
Okay.
You could try that, yeah.
Okay.
You're still within the bowels of the ship, so this isn't a tunnel that's going to collapse on you.
Good. Okay. Then I'll try that.
All right.
Hi, Earl.
Okay. So it takes you some concentration. But between that and I'm just going to assume Savor kind of
She
tries to
helps
help.
where she can.
Yeah. You manage to clear a path towards like a room. At
There's
first
a
you think it's a room, then you realize it was part of the reactor control room that got like blasted into a corridor.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So where was the thing that we?
Yes, Savor's looking for it.
Okay. You give me a perception check.
Considering this is force related, can I use force perception instead?
Sure.
Yay, that means I can re-roll this if I fuck up. No, I got another natural 20.
Oh my god.
All right, so you look inside and like your eyes go immediately to this like very charred droid casing.
Knew it! Fucking knew it!
Is it a pit droid?
I'm not sure if it's a pit droid anymore.
Was it a pit droid?
Oh! Yeah, Savor is,
No, what I'm saying is I don't
Oh.
think it's gonna be a pit droid by the end of
Good point.
our campaign, so I
yeah.
don't think it's a pit droid. But yeah, you see like a crumpled droid chassis.
Savor's going for that.
Chassis.
What was
Chassis.
that?
Chassis.
And yeah, you like using the force, like you can feel the like elation of whatever the fuck is in that thing of just being fucking found.
This is what.
And a flood of relief of like, oh god, I'm not going to spend an eternity here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Karu.
I was
The
so
moment you said more sentient than a kyber crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, so
And
more just-
I
yeah.
think we'll end the session there, and we'll continue next week when
Oh my god.
you know Gazzy can log in.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been so much fun.
Thank you.
If you don't understand some of the hints we have, well, not hints, but calls to our secondary campaign, we would recommend checking out Fragments, specifically the most recent episode we have, because you might like the character that's going to be introduced.
Good night, guys.
Good
Night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for listening.
good night.